Hey baby, the only thing I've ever wanted for us, and what I hope we keep forever, is it's very simple. We both remain happy, we keep each other happy, and we live as long as possible with our little family. Hopefully it gets bigger. Everything else is extracurricular. So
I just want to be happy. That's all. Like, it's simple.
okay.
You know, you want to be happy. That's it.
Right.
Like that. Yes, it takes work. It takes work every day. Have you met him? I don't know. It's work. It's work every day, but at the end of the day, you remember that you love each other, and that's all that matters. I just want to be, 85 and still in love and still laughing and happy. That's all.
We met actually through a mutual friend of ours. She went to high school with him, and we grew up together. Our parents were good friends. And I had lived in Florida for about 5 years of my life, and recently moved back. And we actually went to neighboring high schools, but had never known each other, kind of ran in the same circle. But one day we ended up at the same bar together, and that mutual friend introduced us.
And then everybody else went out to smoke, and we don't smoke, and just the two of us left, and we just hit it off.
We were the only two left, and it seemed like a pretty easy chance to go in and talk to somebody. About a month and a half ago, we have a ritual of having popcorn.
So I have a bowl of popcorn pretty much every night. I have an air popper and a pop popcorn. It's so good. So I have a bowl of popcorn, and he made my popcorn, which he never really does.
I wrote "Marry Me" out in separate little letters. I cut them up, and then I crumpled them up, put them in her popcorn, and prayed to God that she wouldn't eat them. She got them out one by one, and then realized halfway through that, hey, there's a weird number of these paper objects in my popcorn. You're not just bad at making popcorn. So she took them all out and put them in succession, and it was pretty funny. I mean, the words "marry me" you wouldn't think could they wouldn't be able to spell too much else, but she spelled pretty much everything else that she could.
And so I'm looking at all these letters. I try to put them together, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? It took me forever. So of course it spelled out "marry me," but I thought it was like the real my? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. It took me forever. Anyway, so it said "marry me" on it, and then he got down on one knee, had the ring in his pocket. He was so nervous. It was so cute. Here we are.
I was wearing these terrible cargo sweatpants, and I had the ring in the cargo pocket of these cargo sweatpants that I received a couple years earlier as a gift from my sister. And to be honest, I keep everything. So I've been wearing those, and it was a good spot to put the ring. But God, it was melting in my pocket for about 3 hours before I could actually pop it out and give it to her. And finally, the moment happened, and I said, "Yes, I'm serious." And she looked at me and said, "No, you're not." And I said, "Well, that's my decision, so I am serious." And I asked her, "Will you marry me?" And she said, she actually didn't give me an answer for like 10 seconds. She just kept looking at the ring and making sure it was what she wanted. And maybe not that, but she was just surprised. And then she finally said yes, and we hugged and we kissed, and life was merry.
You're shooting her. It's really distracting.
Oh, I think it adds a nice ambiance.